Good morning, Canadian Yarn Horde. My name's Alyssa. That's Willow behind me. And today we're just going to make this really pretty stained glass facial scrubby. So I'm going to move you over to the overhead cam and we'll get started. So this is probably going to be a pretty quick video. I'm going to be using a number 4mm hook. This is the black cotton I'm going to be using. I did order it off of Amazon, so I will put a link to it. There isn't really any information on it, nothing. Just basically says wash in 40-degree temperature, iron, dry clean or hand wash gently, dry in the shade, and that's about it. Doesn't really give you any other information other than it's 100% cotton. And this one I got at Len's Mills. So I paid $4.99. It is Sugars and Cream Scrub Off. It is a 4 medium. It does recommend a 4.5mm needle and a 5mm hook. As I said, I'm going to use a 4. So we're going to get started. If you are a returning viewer, thank you. If you are new, welcome. We're glad to have you. I do hope to earn your like and subscription. I would love to hear you in the questions, comments, or concerns below. By all means, anything you'd like to say. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a magic ring, and we're going to chain 2. So we're just going to chain 2. 1, 2. And then you're just going to single crochet 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So then you're going to, I know it's black, but black does work the best for the stained glass, I find. Really love this pattern. So then you're just going to come through. Now you're going to change to this one. So you're going to come up and through. Going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to put 2 single crochets in each stitch. So here's your 1 single, here's your 2nd single, and you're going to do that all the way around. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then slip stitch. Now your next one is going to be single crochet, and then you're going to do 2 single crochets in the next one. So single crochet, and then 2 single crochets. And yes, you do want to keep the black attached. I might sew up the end right now. Oops, sorry about that. So 1, 2 singles, 1, 2, 1, 2 singles, 1 and 2. And with this yarn, as you see, this one didn't really have any of these scrubbies. This one will, just because I've gotten that far in the yarn. It is a good, I think, a really good facial scrubby yarn. If you've seen my other facial scrubby video that I've done, which should be out before I release this one, you'll definitely see that it's not my favorite yarn, but of the scrubby yarns, it is a pretty good one. So this one is now going to be 2 single crochets and then 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. So you're going to do 2, 1, 2, and then 2 in 1 stitch. 1, 2, and then 2 in the 1 stitch. 2. Now you're going to do this row, these colors, for 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to do them for 4 increase rows. So this would be 1, 2, and this is 3. So 1, 2, and then 2 increase, 1, 2, and then you're going to do that again. 1, 2, here's your increase. 1, 2, 1, 2, and increase. And then got 1. And now you're going to slip stitch. And you're going to do that again. And this will be your last row. So this will be 3 stitches. 2, 3, and then your increase. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, 3, increase. 2, 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, increase. 1, second one there, and then we're just going to slip stitch. Now this one we can trim off. We've hit the extent we need for that particular one. So I'm going to darn in these ends now, just to get them out of my way. I really don't want the end while I'm trying to do this next part. So, here. I'm going to try darning this in, weaving it through the ends, do those single crochets at the beginning. You are going to be using those single crochets next. I'm just going to darn that off, trim it, grab the next end. This one I want to, that one and that one, pull in. Now you will leave that one line. You don't have to. I didn't do it with this one. If you want to, you can just do that. Or the second version is just to trim it and then add it again. And that way you don't have a black line on the back. So I'm going to single crochet around each one first. So you're going to do, this one will be 4 increase, 3, 4, and then you're going to increase here. And this is just to establish the black row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're just going to double increase here, do your increase here, I mean, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's your next increase. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's your increase. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as I said, I'm going to darn in the ends as soon as I'm done this row because I don't want them in the way of what I'm going to be doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And as I said, I don't care if you leave the black line. I kind of, if I can get rid of it, I'd like to get rid of it. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna slip stitch. Now this one, 1, 2, single crochet in the first. 1, 2, 3. Wrap around your needle 3 times, or 4 actually. Both 4. Come under that first stitch, that very first single crochet you did. You're going to go behind it. So wrap around the needle. Do that again. Go behind. Wrap around. Pull through. Do your first wrap around. Pull through the next. Wrap around. Pull through the third, fourth, and so on. And that is how you get that. So then you're going to go single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 to where your next increase was. So you're going to do the 4th in the first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrap 4 times around the needle. Go around your loop. Through 1. Pull through 2. Pull through 3. Pull through 4. Pull through 5. And then you want to do that second single crochet in the same spot. So you're still increasing. You're just doing this in between each increase. 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my increase right there. So we want to get the 6th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, wrap around the single crochet. Through 1 loop. Through 1 loop. Through 1 loop. So you're pulling through a loop and one of these wraps each time you pull through. And you only do 1. And then you're going to go back and single crochet in that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to wrap 4 times. See, it's split there. I don't like that. Fix that. Oh, that didn't make it any better. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. No, it's that one. Yep, right there. So there's where the increase is. So you're going to wrap 2, 3, 4 times around your needle. Find your single crochet. Wrap around the hook. Pull through a loop and one of these wraparounds. Wrap around the hook. Pull through a loop and a wraparound. And you just keep doing that all the way off your hook. And then, as I said, you want to go back to that same stitch and put a second stitch in there. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, in and around, through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second single crochet in that hole, and you just keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4. Wrap around that single crochet at the beginning, pull through a loop and a wrap, pull through a loop and a wrap, and continue until your hook is clean. Just to have that last hoop. Single crochet again, and keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep continuing. So you make it all the way around. Then we'll darn in the ends and you'll be done. One, 2, 3. Single slip stitch there. Pull through. And we're just going to darn in these ends and then we will be done. That is what I would call a stained glass facial scrubby. You can find the person who originally did the stained glass pattern on YouTube. I will link them below. This is my version of it. I didn't actually watch their video, so I don't actually know how they do theirs. This is just how I did mine. If it's the same, wow. I just, like I said, I saw the photo of it, and this is how I thought to do a stained glass pattern. But like I said, I will link their video below. They are the only ones. I can't remember the name of the video right now, but like I said, I will definitely link it down below. They're the first ones to do it. They did not do a circle. They did a square. I'm the one that wanted to adapt it to the facial scrubby. There's that. Just kind of do a little bit of doubling back and doing a bit more. And there you have it. There is your stained glass facial scrubby. So as I said, I hope to earn your like and subscription. I hope to see you again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.